Hi everyone, I'd like to welcome you to the Blended Learning course. This month-long training course will focus on the advantages and disadvantages of the traditional web-enhanced environment and the advantages and disadvantages of the online environment, and how we can blend the best of both into the blended learning environment, which allows you to do things that you can't do in just an online class or that you might not be able to do in just a face-to-face class. So I want to again welcome you to the class, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what to expect in this class. So if you click on your Begin Here area, you'll find a course overview that gives you the learning objectives for the course and the structure of the course. This one is a little bit different from some of the other trainings that we've been doing this semester, in that you're going to be doing a lot more research on your own. I have provided a syllabus and a schedule for you. The student resources are the ones that you typically find in your course in Blackboard. And then there's a link to the week 1 work, which you can also get to by clicking over here in the menu bar. So really where I want to focus is week 1 and what we're going to be doing this week. We're going to be looking at advantages and disadvantages of the traditional and or web enhanced class, the one that most of us are very familiar with. What I want you to do this week is to reflect on your own experiences in the traditional web enhanced classes and think about what are the advantages. What do you really get from teaching that environment? What does the student really get out of being in a traditional or web enhanced class? And then also think about the disadvantages that come from that environment. I cannot count the number of times over the years that I have said, and I've heard my peers say, I don't know why I give reading assignments because students never read. Well, why is it that they never read? And is that an advantage or a disadvantage to the traditional classroom? What other advantages and disadvantages might you encounter? So I have this video that you're watching now. That's what I want you to do. There's an introduction discussion, which is a little bit different than your typical introduction discussions. A project selection, a class that you're going to determine that you want to try to develop for the blended environment. And then just a reflective journal. Instead of self-assessments that are in quiz form, in this course are going to be in a reflective journal form. In your discussion, I have given you 3 purposes that I have for that discussion, and then how to accomplish those, as well as the grading rubric. Your final project, part 1, is just simply to select your course, but also to tell me why you've selected the course and what you hope that students will gain from making this a blended course. This is a discussion. I want you guys to be doing your assignments in the form of discussion in this course so that you can be sharing your ideas and your knowledge with the peers. So more of a collegial sharing environment than my courses have been so far that you might have taken. And then just simply a self-assessment reflection, which is just your opportunity to privately reflect on your thoughts about course design and things that you might want to do, and questions that you might have for me specifically about your course, or comments, things, specific feedback that you might like to get from me. It's possible that from your journal reflections, I might ask you to post something that you've posted in your journal to the class so that they can gain benefit from that. But for the most part, this is private. I'm just looking over it to see if you've asked me any questions. So that is the format for this week. So reflect and share.